there, Gemini. Welcome to your end of October 2024 tarot update. It's Rena here. I was thinking to myself, I felt like I had already done your sign, but, I don't think that's possible. Oh, God. Trying to take up these top cards. It's hard sometimes because they're matte, they're not glossy, so they don't. Okay. I really like this deck because even though they have, they have pen and ink drawings, but they really show variety with these drawings, which is really cool, and I like that. Okay. The heart of the matter is the Six of Swords. This is a card of leaving behind the, the stress of life that may be plaguing you for some reason. And I shouldn't say it's plaguing you for some reason. It's because there's something going on that could be very stressful in particular in your life, and you're just wanting to like choose peace versus trying to fight anymore. And it's not about giving up. It's not about like throwing in the towel. It's about, cutting your losses. I think it's more like that. And just, when we choose peace, it isn't about the other person anymore. It's like we're deciding what we're willing to put up with. And in the past position, we have the Star card. The Star card, by the way, is connected to fellow air sign Aquarius. So it might be that this is the person that you've been dealing with. And maybe you feel like this individual is not really tuned into you, that they're very aloof, that they're that you feel this disconnect, this emotional disconnect. And even though you're an air sign as well, maybe you're just more naturally emotional than they are, and it doesn't feel good anymore. There's something about it that you just can't put your finger on, but you don't like it. Now, the Star card is connected to the sign of Aquarius, as I stated, and rules that Aquarius rules the 11th house in astrology, which is all about hopes and wishes. So, we say wish upon a star. So you could have hope being restored in your life for some reason. And in that case, it's like it makes you more intolerant of any inharmonious situation. Sometimes when people get beaten down by life, they kind of are passive to all of the horrible things around themselves. But when they make that choice to love themselves enough that they're not willing to settle for less, or maybe there's someone that you have feelings for, but you're in a current relationship and you can't really necessarily express that at the moment. You might be feeling the sense of like it's time to go to harmony rather than fight another battle. The higher message, I just want to tell you what came into my head when I looked at that higher message card, and it said love wins. So if that means anything to you, so be it. This is a card of love, by the way. A card of love, a card of pregnancy or having children, and a card of creativity. So creativity in the form of creating children or creating art. Okay? So one of the things, this is a spiritual message. So one of the things is that when you choose love, when you are choosing love, when you're choosing peace, you're choosing love. When you're choosing love, you're choosing someone, like if you're of a certain age range and you want a family, you're choosing to have harmony in your family life. It's all like interconnected. And so it's actually a beautiful thing, to be of that clear mind that you can discern for yourself. Oh yeah, this is what I want. I don't want that. I want this in my life. What crosses you is the Six of Wands. And it's funny because this is a card. I mean, it can be a card of success professionally, but it can also be a card of, because it's a card of like taking your bow, of having success and having other people acknowledge that success. But it can also be a card of, you, when it's in the challenge position, it can be not feeling acknowledged. It's funny that these are both sixes, because the number 6 is connected to Venus. And, one of the things I think about, because one of the 2 signs in astrology are ruled by Venus. One is Taurus, and the other is Libra, fellow air sign. And one of the things about Libra that you could call like kind of I don't really like the word weakness, but you could look at it that way with a sign like Libra, is that Libra tends to be the kind of person who is always trying to curry favor. And we can say that when a person tries to do that, it's because they are insecure. They don't really feel like people approve of them, accept them, and they're looking for that approval or acceptance. And the reason that this is problematic is because we can't expect that we're going to achieve acceptance by people all the time. There has to be this inner resolve or inner compass, where we know who we are and we are standing in our power, our inner power. And so this is why people stay in relationships that are not, necessarily good for them, because they may lack some of that confidence or that inner knowing, and that can lead to settling for less. And that can apply in the workplace too, by the way. What's coming in is a 10 of Swords. Now, this can be a card of betrayal or the awareness of betrayal, again, with the, I don't know, did I say this? Actually, this will be more like in mid-November. I wouldn't put any stock in the timing of these cards, because they could be, any time in the near future. But there is going to be a full moon in your 12th house. I believe it's November 15th in Taurus, and that could be a time when you really realize, you find out very strongly that you've been betrayed. And that kind of thing can lead to secrets coming out, in other words, which is one of the things with the full moon in general. But another probably more positive interpretation of this card is that the worst is over, that you're starting to, it's right under the star card, you're starting to recover from something that may have been a rather negative chapter in your life. You're leaving that environment and you're going to find yourself renewed. The outcome is a 2 of Cups. This can be reuniting with someone. Yes, it can be a card of commitment. Personally, if it is commitment, I think it's with somebody from your past rather than somebody that you're currently with. And maybe that's why you're leaving that situation in the first place, because you have, found someone from your past. Actually, there is a Mercury retrograde. Mercury's your ruler, and Mercury's retrograding in November. I believe it's November 25th. So that, they say during Mercury retrogrades and Venus retrogrades, you can hear from someone from your past. And so this could be a card of reuniting with such a person. I love that it's right under the Empress card too. That gives me like a little bit of, affirmation that this is happening. So I hope that you enjoyed this, Gemini. If you'd like a private reading, I'm primarily an astrologer. So I have package deals. My deep dive reading, it's popular when people order, is an hour of natal chart analysis and an hour of transits through the end of 2025 for a special price. I have one of these with the tarot, with both of those readings, plus the tarot, called The Whole Enchilada, and another package deal, and I sell those readings separately. And I have love readings, career readings. You can find out more information at the link below. Thank you for watching. Bye.